Hello everybody, we're giving away 500 XRP if this video can get 1,000 likes within 24 hours. All you have to do is make sure you press the like button, make sure you are subscribed, and make sure you comment something down below. Having said that, buying Ripple, here's what you're actually investing in. This is most likely one of the most trendy articles I've seen in the last week, as it's been sent to me over 20 or 30 times, while normally articles only get sent like maybe twice. So definitely a lot of people found this very, very interesting, and most likely it is quite controversial. So checking into the intro, Ripple has just released its Q2 market report. While many are still referring to XRP as Ripple, the two are most definitely not the same thing. With XRP routinely the number 3 crypto, buyer interest is constant. But the differences between XRP and Ripple remain poorly understood. And now, actually in my opinion, they do a pretty good job at explaining exactly what the difference is, or mostly what the company and what the crypto really are about. And I would say that it is yet to be kind of confirmed for some people that XRP is not a security. Now, a little bit more on that later today in another episode. But these guys over at Ripple have done a very, very good job at least in my opinion, educating the folk that they are two completely different things. Now, it starts off here by explaining Ripple is a private company registered in Delaware as Ripple Inc., operating in California, foreign corporation, blah, 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 blah. Brad Gong has the CEO. You can literally check it all out yourself. Anyone asking why buy into Ripple once they've done their IPO or things like that? Well, right now, you can't really buy into Ripple just quite yet because it's private, and with their structure of organization, you can't do it, which is why some people are a little bit sad about it. However, again, with the IPO, it may be coming along. Then you can see, again, who had thought about Ripple. You can see the minds right there. So 2004, Fugger, who's never really mentioned anymore, and Jeb McCaleb is only being mentioned for selling. Those are the two who started all of this. Had been working on a monetary system which would be decentralized in nature and would facilitate the creation of value systems specific to a community. 2012, McCaleb, working with a well-known fintech investor and disruptor Chris Larsen, engaged Fugger with the idea of combining the ideas in order to fill the gap in the market. And then they founded OpenCoin, the company, so to speak, at that point, which is, again, quite interesting. OpenCoin held... Wait, let's actually see here first. At the time, the set of solutions comprised of the Ripple Protocol, RTXP, and the Ripple Payment and Exchange Network. OpenCoin held 2 funding rounds in 2013. Same year, they changed the name to Ripple Labs. Now going by just Ripple. The company is responsible for creating the digital currency Ripple XRP as well as RippleNet. Now, one thing that I guess people found controversial is they're responsible for creating the digital currency Ripple XRP. It is just how you want to view it, right? Are the same guys behind creating XRP? Yes. Was it Ripple who created the coin XRP? We can debate about that one. We can debate about it for a very long while because it's a very controversial little piece. Because some are saying XRP was created purely for becoming a better Bitcoin. And it might have been created by the same guys. It was not created for the purpose of, working with Ripple directly. Again, theories, they coincide, they contradict. You'll find a lot of different things out there because whatever these guys say, it's always like contradicted by what another person has said, right? And exactly who founded it? Yeah, there's no question about that. But really what the purpose was from the start, it's really difficult because it's in their best interest to always tell us that it's just like they wanted to create something and then figure out what to do with it afterwards. But I see a lot of guys in the comment section, no. They wanted to make money. They were looking for a way. This was a good opportunity for them. And once they, saw and knew they could do it, they did it. Again, you pick whatever you please. However, another one is that they here also mention they're responsible for creating the currency Ripple XRP, which, I don't know, a lot of people don't like whenever you're calling it Ripple. I personally sometimes call it Ripple as well, just for people who have no idea what it is about. I mostly correct others though. Whenever they're telling me in real life, Ripple this, Ripple that, I'm always saying like, dude, it's XRP, man. And the main reason for that is I just don't want them to mess these things up for others. Like if you're telling me Ripple and you mean XRP, there's no worries, right? But if you're talking to others about it, I think we get the misconception of those two being the same thing. We kind of put that on forward. Well, basically what the rest is all about here is just about the lawsuit and the fact that XRP and Ripple look like the same thing. even though they've mentioned it tons of times that it's not. It's a little part about how it's being controlled. We went over this in my previous video, though, explaining how the UNL and just the whole validator list and everything has been arranged rather well, where it's only a small part Ripple, and then another part of this is how much Ripple actually owns in terms of XRP, which is another good chunk. Everything is kind of explained in this article. Now, the good part about it is, I think it educates a lot of people about what the difference really is and how they both really work. The bad part about it is, I think it could have been a lot shorter and easier in just doing things, because people would have had more attention for that. And maybe also explain a little bit more about XRP specific. You can kind of debate about whether or not they've posted all. It's not that clear who exactly created it and why. At least it's not being said in here at all. It's just like Ripple made the XRP point. Well, again, there are debates about that one. Often it's said XRP was created aside from Ripple as a company, and Ripple was gifted everything because XRP was created before it. Again, debates can go on for a long while, but I'm with that opinion though. If you're wondering, I'm thinking XRP was created then for a certain purpose. Who knows what? It was mostly created to beat Bitcoin. It did. Ripple was created. Okay, the founders were the same type of guys, so XRP was gifted to Ripple. That's basically it. So it wasn't like Ripple made it at the start. Now, the validators were, of course, in Ripple's benefit. They kind of got rid of that, and thus they also made it decentralized and make sure that XRP is not centralized anymore. However, if we're talking, by the way, about centralized systems, it's actually pretty fun, because whenever they say that, and I'll talk about that later on in the next video coming out, Bitcoin is way more centralized. It will always be that way. And it's also possible for one country, like for example China, to take it all over. Keep that in the back of your head. It is possible. Here they go over about what RippleNet is and how it has changed over the years. Well, actually just mostly the smaller parts. They changed all their 3 solutions to RippleNet in 2019. 2018, they came out with XRapid and things like that. They gave some details, not too much. At the bottom, what are you investing in? Well, of course, anybody logically knows already, but they also mention it. You're just investing in XRP, the cryptocurrency, and it will be used by XRapid or ODL. They don't mention ODL on the bottom part. And yeah, you're just, you don't really have anything to do with Ripple, unless you're talking about them utilizing XRP through XRapid, which then again will be connected to you. You have nothing to do with Ripple though. This is just for all the people that were wondering and all that. It's a good article for all the people you think have no idea. You can just send it to them. They'll get a good glimpse of what really all this XRP and Ripple stuff is all about. And it's also something we should educate our folk upon, right? You should educate your brother if he's also into Ripple and XRP, that he knows exactly what he's being invested into. Just for the sake of all these lawsuits, just for the sake of all this misinformation, as I don't know the number, but there's most likely hundreds of billions, if not trillions of dollars every so often being lost by misinformation or being, I guess, poorly transacted. Digital asset advisory firm says Bitcoin showing signs of a 4,400% price surge. Now, again, Grayscale came out here to say something like that. All I can say about it is, if we follow what happened in 2017, you bet your ass we're going to have some crazy, ridiculous gains. It's just facts. Is what's going to happen. You should be wary for it and waiting for it. Then I saw somebody else say, this Bitcoin wheel sold $12,000 or $12,000 Bitcoin price after holding for 2 years. A Bitcoin wheel with 9,000 Bitcoin in late 2018 has sold after 22 months and 2 capitalization phases. A Bitcoin whale, an individual investor who holds a large amount of Bitcoin, took profit after 2 years. Data from whale might suggest the whale purchased nearly 9,000 in the third quarter of 2018. The pseudonym trader Byzantine General, who shared the data, said, the whale is a legend. See that big bubble at around 6,000 in 2018? That's almost 9,000 Bitcoin that was accumulated there. He finally took profit after 2 years and 2 major capitalization events. Yeah, lucky for him, bad for us. I mean, 9,000 Bitcoin dumped upon the market. It's not just at once, though, I'm assuming, right? Didn't check it out fully. It's just like the fact that some guys are getting out. The fun part about it is, even if he gets out, there's tons of more players getting in. So in the end, it doesn't really matter. But I think some like to know about this type of stuff, about big boys entering and leaving the game. Having said that, though, another important point to make here is this right here. All right? We're talking about Flare. And BG Iraji said here, the Flare network is no doubt exciting. But I bet you If you have 100,000 XRP, you will airdrop about $100 worth of Spark at most. Calm down. And that's basically why I'm not too hyped upon Spark or Flare at all. First of all, because Flare gets too much of that money, I don't like it. And second of all, the airdrop is most likely not going to make you rich overnight. I know it's free money, but it's most likely not going to be a lot. All right, and even if it is, it will most likely take a long time to get to that value, where the first years, maybe first months, it will most likely be low in terms of price, and eventually will get to that point which you wanted to get to. However, it may take a long while, just so you guys understand that one. And also important to know, is that, well, yeah, you should have it on a good place which accepts the airdrop. All right, you should actually remember that. Now, here is Status, who says how to prepare claiming Flare Network Spark tokens for Ledger Nano SX users. XRP holders can claim a 1-to-1 amount of Spark to their holding, and this is how you do it. You should check it out if you want it to, and how it all works, at least the small part about it. I'm just recommending you guys to check out these websites if you want to. It's going to be the simplest way. Again, I personally not really too much want to be involved with it, because as I said before, I don't really like Flare and how it all works and what it's entailing. Actually, I should readjust that. I do like the way it works. I do like what Flare is about, the idea. I just don't like the way they're doing it, because the team gets just too much money in terms of my opinion. All right, that's just my opinion. And again, you may agree, you may disagree. Here's a little bit about how it all works and how it all comes along. You can do it if you want to. You can skip out on it if you want to. I don't know if I should make a video about it all the way together, man. I don't know. It's free money, though. So I'm like, yeah, maybe I should. But even if I don't support, and again, guys, I told you why I don't, right? The team gets so much money, it's just ridiculous. And we're supporting that by holding those coins and giving them value. And theoretically speaking, they could just start dumping from the start and get a lot of money out of it. And if they don't want to, they can just hold on to it while we all try to buy in for higher future prices, and then they dump it on all of us. I don't know. The team just got too much for my opinion. I can't support. But again, everybody has their own opinion. I will be claiming the coins most likely. Maybe not, because I don't care too much. But if you guys want, I'll do a video on that. Let me know in the comment section down below if you've not already watched some other YouTubers do it, and I'll get into it later today. Take care, everybody. Thank you all for watching, and see you again in another one.